let me just quickly share my screen and then show people a little bit about myself. I'm so sorry. I just assumed that everyone knows who I am, and I wanted to go straight into the class. But for protocol's sake, I'm just going to go ahead to talk a little bit about myself and what I do or what I've been doing, and then we just go into the class. So you have to be very, 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 very attentive. Can you see hear me, please? I'm going to share my screen now.
Clearly.
Let me know if you can see my screen, please.
I can't see your screen.
I can see your screen.
All right. So for those who want to know who I am, I'll just ask that you will go to LinkedIn. That's me right there. Please, that person, can you mute, please? If you're in a busy place. So that's me on LinkedIn. That's my full name. You could search for me online and you would literally know who I am. I'm a United States Exchange alumni. I've worked with over 3 international organizations. I'm a data scientist who is interested in product. I'm also a Microsoft certified trainer. I've traveled to a lot of places. I mean, if that matters a lot. And I've had different certifications, whether in technology, in development space, in mental health advocacy. So you can find time to read a little bit about my profile, all right? And I've also met some really powerful personalities on this planet. I've also worked with really amazing people, and it's been really interesting leading the team at the Health Techies as co-founder. You can find out about what I do. Connect with me on LinkedIn, please. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And not just LinkedIn, but also connect with the health consultants and techies. And connect with the consultants and techies. See? Can you still see my screen, please?
Yes, we can. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. So connect with the health consultants and techies. You can see some of our students. They have done really amazing things in the past. They have gotten jobs. Some of them have, you could connect with some of them online too. Ask questions. You get to know about what we are doing, and you see some of the programs we have had in the past, conferences you have attended. So you can connect with us also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm also on all of those platforms. You just need to type the health consultants and techies, and you will definitely have something. Are we still here? I hope
Yes, sir.
is that all
Yes,
for
sir.
introduction? These days I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
how to introduce myself. I beg. The only thing I know be say I be fine boy. I find past anybody where you sabi.
God will
Confirm, sir.
know.
Over fine. Just look at me now. In case you didn't see, let me go back. I am the
That
most
one is
handsome.
sure.
Okay.
I'm the most handsome trainer you can ever have. If I teach you Python and you don't know Python, be like your village people swear for you.
Basimbo.
So a lot of you are scared of Python programming, and I tell you, it's because you've not met David Francis Effiong. And even after meeting me, you are still having issues with Python. Just tell me. Let us find locate you. I will bring olive oil and I'll bring holy water, because your deliverance must be special. I am here to make sure that you fall in love with Python programming. The thing about Python programming, guys, is that it is built around so many products you and I have been using. But again, this is not a master's program. I am not going to go in depth into defining things for you, defining what is Python programming, defining computer, defining X or Y. I'm not going to do that because we don't have the time. As a matter of fact, some of you here will be interested in having your certificate of participation or certificate of X or Y or Z. That's not the point. The point is this: companies are going to be hiring you based on the quality of what they think you are going to offer them. For a couple of weeks now, we've been doing some hiring for the health techies, and especially that we launched our physical hub, and we discovered, look, the least thing that we've asked, we're not even interested in the certificates people have. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school and get better grades, but I'm saying the business world is different. You have to be excellent. You have to show that you are really, really excellent at what you're doing, that people cannot say no to you. People cannot and shouldn't say no to you. I read something some time ago on Facebook, and someone shared and said, brag about yourself. So if I want to call random names now, Oluwafunmilayo, Edika Okokun, Melody Etuk, Daniel Nkano, Jacinta Maka, Alabi Sarat, Kabiru. And I ask the question, guys, mention one thing that you can brag about. Who wants to answer the question?
Yes,
Mention one thing you can
yeah.
brag about. One thing that you are so good at. If they wake you up for 2 hours, I need to read from other people. What is that thing you can brag about? Let's start from there before we introduce you to Python programming. And Mubaraka, you'll be sharing your screen again shortly. Anyone can unmute. Talk to us. In case you don't know, my class is not a class where you come and listen. If you are with your phone sitting on your bed, you better stand up. If you are sitting on your bed right now, please stand up. Go get a place and sit down, have your laptop with you. If you are with your child, with your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, please excuse yourself, go to a secluded place so that you can concentrate and learn. If you don't attend my class, person they scratch you for neck. Nothing go enter inside. Nothing go enter inside. Tomorrow you say you hate coding, but you don't want to. You don't want to remove yourself from a lot of distractions, huh? Please. So nobody here can brag about anything. Jesus Christ is Lord. That's a very simple question, or I assume it's a simple question.
That is the correct question.
Okay, Thompson says I cook pretty well. Awesome. Tuku says I love crunching numbers. Beautiful. I love that. Obasi. I love that. You can write it in the comment section. Let me know.
David, what is your question again?
What?
Because when David is shouting like this, I don't like you shouting, David. They get you excited. Okay, what's the question again?
The question, what?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm shouting because I'm actually in a very noisy environment. So it's affecting my
Don't
psyche.
worry, we've come to love you the way you are. Okay, what's the question again? At least.
I love you too. The question is, what is that one thing that you can brag about? One thing you are good at. You don't need to prepare slides. They wake you up this instant, you can talk about it. You can say something about it in hours, in minutes.
In infotech or just generally?
Generally.
Okay. Okay, what I can brag about now is the human capital development skills that I've deployed in the last 10 years and seeing some of my works gaining entrances to opportunities across the world, literally. I'm in UK now because of 13 of my works newly recruited by British companies. So it's worth bragging because one is affecting generations.
Amen. Well done. So proud of you. I want all of us on this call to come to that point in our career where we can brag about something. I used to brag, I still do, but on a low key. I used to brag that I can sell anything if I understand it. Let me repeat myself. I used to brag when I was still on the streets that I can sell anything if I understand it. But for the past couple of years in the tech ecosystem, I discovered that beyond selling, I can also manipulate something when I understand it. That goes into my Microsoft Excel, my Power BI, my Tableau, my SQL Server, one of my favorite languages, my Python programming. And what I am going to tell you and share with you today, especially for those who are joining us for the first time, is to tell you something about coding that perhaps no one else has ever told you about. Every new technology that you are experiencing today is as a result of somebody somewhere or a group of people somewhere who have literally understood, maybe more than average, what the code is all about. In the past, I've recommended movies to my students and I say, look, the fact that you want to belong in the tech ecosystem doesn't mean that you should be very boring. You want to appear so boring so people take you serious. And Jeff Bezos and the rest of the wealthy people they are moving and traveling across the world in continents, having fun, giving talks, having meetings here and there, watching movies, reading books, and doing things that ordinarily certain people would say, I don't have time for it. I recommend, for you to be motivated to learn, try to find in what ways can you stay motivated. Do you need to watch movies? Do you need to read articles from New York Times or Vanguard or Guardian? Do you need to travel? Do you need to make friends with people in certain spaces? What exactly do you need to do? Those are the questions and many more you could ask yourself. So my target today and for the next 2 weeks, I look forward to receiving some of you again on Sunday next week, where we'll be having a session with someone who got a job from Nigeria working with a United States company. He's going to be joining us and he's going to be talking to us beyond getting a job as a Python developer remotely. Some of you want to work remotely, but if you are ready to put in the work, that is going to be possible. I work remotely, I did mention this, for 3 companies. Okay, one in Netherlands, one in an African country, and then one in the United States. Then I also have my physical 9 to 5. So when I say I work around the clock, I have time to rest, time to do other things. It's you need to get to the point where people do not say no to you. You say no to them because, of course, your mental health matters. So as you are learning, please, I beg you, have your laptop to practice. Mubaraka, are you still here? Enough of the talk. Let's do some coding. Share your screen. Let's push this. All right, so first thing first, normally we are supposed to use Jupyter Notebook, but for the sake of those who are joining us today for the first time, I'm going to introduce another idea to you guys, and that is Replit. So share your screen. If you have your laptop, all of you go to replit.com. Quickly. Replit.com.
The spelling?
Okay, I'm going to put it in the text box. You can also, if you are using your phone, you can use your phone as well, but I don't recommend it if you are using this for the first time. So just sign up. Guys, are we together? Is everybody on Replit now? Are you signing up? Do that quickly, please, because you could continue with Google. Sign up quickly. Let's start doing something. Are you done signing up?
It is still loading.
Okay.
As if it is.
If you are done signing up, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. So yeah, beginner, choose beginner. Choose beginner and choose for personal use. If you are done signing up, give me a thumbs up. Okay, I could see some of you. Are you done? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Is everybody done? So choose Python. Start building with a template, choose Python. So you can put Python for Mubaraka or Python class. The health tech is Python class. You don't need the description. You can just do that on your own. Then click on use templates. If you are done, if you are done to this point, please type done in the comment section. Done. I want to see it. Okay, Dr. Ijoba Oluwatu, who done. I want to see them. Okay, Alabi, good. A good number, good. Just cancel or keep reading what you are supposed to do. But you already know how I teach. I wouldn't spend time going through all of the workspace. You can't spend time to do that. Click on next, and then you figure out the next thing that they're going to show you. Just move you around. So that box there is called the code editor. That big box there, right? That is called the code editor. Click on next. That's where we are going to be putting our code. Okay. So the run button is at the top. Can all of you see the run button? Can you see the run button? It's at the top. Can you see it? Can you see the? Okay, good. So that's where we are going to be running our code. Click on next. So after you are done inserting your code in the code editor, where the arrow is pointing, that is the right-hand side. Is that right? Okay, yeah. Where it's pointing is the right-hand side. That is where you would have your console output. What did I call it? We have, I'm going to put it here. We have the code editor, the run
console output,
the run
console
code
output
button, and the console output. So think of the code editor as your mouth. That is where you put your food. True or false? That's where you put your food. Think of the code editor as your mouth. That's where you put everything inside. Then think of the run button as your stomach, where you have the large intestine and the small intestine. That is where you have the food that you inserted is going to be in the digestive mood, digestive system. I don't know what they call it these days. Is it still digestive system? I mean, they don't change and like they change national anthem.
National anthem. It remains, nothing changes.
Okay, good. So after the digestive system, the console output is your what? Is your anus. That's where you go to excrete. That is where you see the result of what entered your mouth, what was run in your stomach, and what came out. So according to some philosophers, you are what you eat. According to us, Python developers, your console output is a result of your code. Click on next. This is just trying to show us around. So you all know what the sidebar is. Everybody knows what the sidebar is, right? All the little icons you see by the left-hand side of your replit, that is a sidebar. Simple. Next. Invite and collaborate. You could invite people, you could invite your classmates. If you want to work on a project, if you want to build any platform at all, you can invite them here and they can collaborate with you. Next. Okay, that's it. Done. Good. So first thing first, in Python programming, there is something called, I want you to get used to writing codes. I also want you to get used to making comments in codes. For instance, before we proceed, we're going to change the font size to large. So look for where you see the sidebar, look for where you have font size. Mubarak, AI is taking you to where we don't know.
I'm not seeing it. Let me just...
Okay, click on the three dots close to file. Let's see if there's an option for increasing font size. Okay, it's not there. Let me check my replies. I don't know if this is. Give me a sec. Let me check my replies and be sure. Okay, open user settings and click on large. Open user settings. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah. Go to font size, open it, and from normal open, click on large. Awesome. So now our code will remain large. You can cancel this. Awesome, awesome, good. So first thing, where you have number 1, that's where we are going to start with our first code. And we are going to write a comment first before we put our code. But before we do that, we want to introduce you to data types in Python programming. The temptation is to list out all the data types, but I figured out it is better if we treat it one case after the other. The first data type that we are going to look at is called string. So I need you to put, where you have number 1, put a hashtag, put your hashtag. And then in the hashtag, you can now say types of, or put data types in Python programming. Data types in Python programming. Please, are all of you practicing?
No. I'm lost.
Let me wait. And if you have questions, please put your hands up. Then I'll call you. If you have any question, put your hands up. Then I'll call you. Because as we are proceeding, we will not want to leave everybody behind. Alabi, is that a question? Alabi Sarat.
No, sir, I don't have a question.
Okay, put your hands down. Is that your real face or your baby face?
That's not my real face, sir.
Oh, okay. I better go put your real face so that we know we are not teaching children or babies. Okay, I can see John Uka. What's your question? Okay.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
What's your question?
In the use template. Hello. In the use template, should I put my name? Under the use template, I have name and description. What should I do this?
The health techies Python class.
Okay. What of the description?
You can leave it. You can put a history of your village as long as I care. Or your favorite food, whatever. You are just describing the class. So you can as well just say, okay, this is my first class with the health techies or class 001. You know, you are just describing the platform so that whenever you click on it, you can at least see, okay, this was a project, this was a class, this was this, this was that. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, sir.
Good. Chinwe Uba Chidubem. Sorry.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
I can't even find where I can't even see where to see the user setting.
Can you be louder a little bit?
Yeah, I said I'm not seeing the user setting, so I'm not following up.
You are not what?
I can't see the user setting you talked about. Where can I find
okay, user settings? Go to, can you see the cursor where Mubaraka is showing you? User settings, by your left-hand side, open tools. There's a drop-down, look for user settings, click on it. And then there will be a sidebar by your right-hand side. Look for font. That is why I encourage all of you to attend class on time, so we don't go back talking about. I see somebody's asking questions, something that we've treated at the start. Oluwafumi. Oluwafumi.
I'm here. I'm listening, sir.
Your hand is up. Is that a question?
Okay. Yeah, you've answered me.
Okay. Chidubem, your hand is still up. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Ijoma, okay.
No, sir, please. I'm not okay, sir. Please. I don't know if you can help us to repeat the process again. Sorry, I joined late. I'm trying to sign up. I'm trying to sign up. There's a place they say, where do you plan to use your Replit? I don't know. Is it for personal use or for work? I don't know.
Personal use and choose beginner.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know.
Guys, I want to seriously encourage you to please. I'm very time conscious as a person. I want to encourage you from tomorrow, if you join late, you just have to listen and then you get the recording. Okay. The first thing we did was we want to use an IDM called Replit. Replit. Can someone type it in the comment section again? Replit. Sign up to Replit. Choose beginner. Choose beginner. Choose beginner. Choose beginner. And then choose beginner and personal use. And then it will get you to other things like your name description, which we just talked about. Let's proceed, please. I hope I have attended all the questions. Is there any other question that I have not attended to? All right, no, good. Now, Mubaraka, we are looking at data types in Python programming. The first data type is called what? Strings. So hit enter, put hashtag, put strings. The second one is called what? Integer. Please have your pen and paper to write down these things, Biko. Data types in Python programming. First is strings. Second is integers. Enter. Yeah, float. Number 3, float. It's already written in there. Number 4, boolean. Okay, it has even written it down. See why AI is very sweet. Boolean is there. You just hit on your tab key. Good. Number 5. Let's see what it's going to come up with without me saying anything. Click enter. Put number 5. Let me see. String. Okay, I've already written strings. Now, for those of you that have been attending a Python class, what is the other type of data? Data types.
List.
List. Thank you. List. Thank you. So number 5, list.
Dictionary.
Number 6, dictionary. Thank you. I'm happy we have tuple. Thank you. Don't worry, this is all sounding very strange to a lot of you. No problem. We are going to scatter each and every one of them. Anyone that we are missing? Is there anyone we are missing?
You mentioned date.
Date. Okay.
Nested list.
All of those comes under list. We are going to have a lot of, you know, we have nested list, complex list, and all of that. We are going to okay, now hit enter, and then we are going to start from number 1. Who is that person that is hit enter twice after number 8 so that we have a space? Good. So we are going to start with strings. Good. So what is string? String is simple. Anything that is in a double quote or a single quote can be described as string in Python. Anything in double quotes or single quotes is a string in Python programming. I'm going to give you an example. So we're going to run our first code. Hit enter. Our first code is, we are going to use the print function. So anytime you are going to write print. Who remembers the popular code in Python for everybody? What's the popular first code?
Hello world.
Hello world. So in the health tech is, I'm happy to introduce to you our own first code. So what should be our own first code? Hello witches and wizards.
David, here you come again. No. Here you come again. No. You can't be abusing us.
Oh my God.
Hello, the keys.
Okay.
Hello,
Let's use hello dial techie. So I want you to do bracket open and close. Print bracket open and close. Now, what is telling you now is telling you to type hello, or we don't want it. We want to type our own hello something. This particular description, print, is called the print function. What it simply does is that it... Who is saying something? The print function simply shows us the result of our code. For instance, we want to type hello the health techies. So type hello, comma, the health techies, then you put your first sign. So I want you to write your own code in your own words. You can say hello Angela, hello Priscilla, hello my people, hello my village, hello everybody. Now that you have put your first code, hit enter. I want you to write print again. Print. There are a lot of suggestions here. That's nice. Print bracket open. This time around, I want you to say alpha. Good. Now, can someone tell me the difference? Just click outside. We don't need that suggestion. Good. Can someone tell me the difference between the first line of code at code number 12 and the second one at code 13? Who can point out the difference?
The first one is in double quotes, and the second is in single quotes.
Exactly.
And the other one is single quote.
Exactly. So these are the two most popular ways of using a string function. Anytime you hear string, just remember your alphabets, right? Remember your alphabets. But you can turn a number into a string if you put it in double quotes. For instance, hit enter and print bracket open, put any number, bracket close. Print, bracket open, put any number, and then bracket close. Don't hit tab if you don't need these suggestions. Put number, any number, 20, 40, bracket close. Don't put them in quotes first. The first number, do not put the first number in quotes. You can put the second number in quotes. We want to see how it is going to be printed. Put your bracket close. Put your bracket close. No. Remove the double quotes. Just type your number. Yeah, bracket close. Good. Now put print again. This time around, put the number in double quotes. Bracket open, and then put it in double quotes or single. Awesome. Good. Now I want you all to pay attention. Who remembers where the console output is? Who remembers where it is? The console output. Who remembers? Hello, who remembers where the console output is?
On the right hand side. Yeah.
At the right hand side. What is written there?
Console at top, then DirectX is Python class beneath.
Awesome, awesome. So now I want you to carry your cursor, take it to code number 12, where you have print hello the health tech is. I want you to highlight only that line. Highlight it. Only the line. Then click on run. We want to run the code. Let us see the result. It's running. That's your first code. Good. So can you see? The first code there is what? Hello, the health tech is alpha, and then the number, and then the other number. Are we together, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is how you can run your very first code on Python. I need you to do that example. I need you to do it. Any questions so far on this? This is the simplest, the first methods of running your code on Python.
Hello, sir. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doesn't have a quotation.
Yes.
That's an integer.
That is because it is an integer.
Okay, sir.
An integer are basically numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strings are text. So I want you to try that. Then I'm going to give you, we need to build a new project,
Yes.
A first project today. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Following.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
from my side, or did you stop sharing your screen, please?
Hello?
Can hear you, Mubarak. Hello, Mubarak, can you hear me? Hello, Mubarak, can you hear me?
Mubarak asked to be excused for a few minutes. So let's give him a few minutes.
It's Dahel that asked to be excused, not Mubarak.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
Mubarak, can you hear me?
Hello, can hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, please, I just, a quick observation. You don't, you're
Yes.
the one sharing your slide. I think you need to do a little explanation why you have the hashtag before your writing. I think you should just do that explanation for the sake of our newbies who are coming in, okay?
There are called comments. There are called comments. You explaining some. There are called comments.
I think that one you are going to ask Mr. David, because I'm also new here. I will just demonstrate it.
Okay.
I think the
Mubarak,
question,
can you hear me?
I don't know who asked the question, but the question you asked, the hashtag shows that those statements are comments. So they're not executable. So when the program is run, those statements there will not show. So in Python, you use hashtag automatic to show that those the statements are comments.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. I'm asking the question for the newbie, for those who
All
may
right,
not
guys.
understand.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Are you anybody confused or something? Mubaraka, you can share your screen again. Let's.
Okay, let me share again.
So now the next thing we want to do is we want to manipulate. Now we know what strings are. We know what they do. And we know the type of how to make them appear on our code. Remember what I tell you? Remember what I told you guys about for those of you that join this call, please make sure you join this call. The class is free for 2 weeks. We may not guarantee that. We may not. No, there are some people that are joining this one for free. We just want to introduce the program to them. We know there are those who paid to be here. But for those who are joining to at least know how to navigate the Python programming language, you should take this seriously. Mr. Bola, who spoke earlier, paid to be here and a couple of other people. We do not guarantee that you will get a recording, because I see some of you want to go and watch Champions League, or you want to go and watch, you are going for a funeral or something. You can go, but don't distract the rest of the class, I beg you. That's the problem. Priorities. So we want to have more examples of string. Should I give more examples of string so that we can now navigate? We know how to manipulate it.
Yes, sir. We need more examples.
Please do, sir. More examples.
Okay.
Yes, please. Please do so.
So let's.
More examples will be helpful.
Let's proceed. Mubaraka, give us a comment. Do you notice that there's a difference between when Mubaraka types a comment and when he types a code? Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Is it a hashtag?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference?
When in code,
where there is hash,
when
is
he's
comment.
typing the code, no hashtag.
Exactly, exactly. God bless your village.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think of an example for strings that will be very, very simple.
Welcome to the health techies.
So please, we need those
Hello,
complex
one.
one as well.
Hello, one. It's string.
Welcome to the health techies and consultants.
Okay, so hit enter, Mubaraka, write a comment, more examples of strings.
Hello, sir. Please, what's the difference between the numbers with one quote? The one with one quote, I know that of the double quote is string, but what of the one with, that is the right of how far? So which data type is that one?
Still string.
That is still string.
Still string.
Yeah.
The question is very important, David. The only difference is that once you use one quote, one must close it. Once you use double quote to start, double must close it. So both are strings, but you must use the same type of quote, not that you use one single quote and use double at the end. It will reject it.
Okay, let us do. Thank you so much for that clarification. Let's do more examples. So hit enter. Let's use single quotes now. Put hashtag single quotes. So we are going to say string number 1 equals to string number 1. The person who asked the question, what's your name?
My name is Chika Lillian.
Okay. We are going to say, no, don't put string number 1. Just put string number numerically. String 1. String 1. It's a code, it's not a comment. String 1 equals to string 1, good, equals, now single quotes. Hi, Lillian. Hi, comma, Lillian. Hi, H-I. Hi, like hello, hi. Now remember, just like in Microsoft Excel, we are going to be teaching that for those who are not in Excel classes. You must always keep in mind that Okay. Before I need you to do one mistake. I need you to go to the beginning of string 1 and then hit the tab key. Hit the tab key. Hit tab. No, the beginning of string 1. Hit the tab key. Good. Now run that code. You see there is already an underline there. Do you see that? There's a red line before string. Or run the code. Let's see. So I'm going to see an error. What is the error called?
Unexpected indent.
No.
Indentation error.
Indentation error. Now, as a good Python developer, if you want to know what type of errors and how you can correct them, you can copy indentation error, the whole of that line. Copy it. Now go to Google, open a new tab. Now paste it there. Paste indentation error. Paste what you copied. You would see, I think one of the first sites you would see will be Stack Overflow, but let's just see. What happened? Why are you?
But please, can we do it again, please? I got lost on the way, please.
Where exactly did you get lost?
The error.
The error. Mubaraka, please take that part, please. Tell him what the error. Explain.
So I just copied this error. How the error came about, or what I did to copy the error?
Is that your question?
Yes.
You are saying how the error came about.
Just take me through the whole process again. From the string 1.
Okay, I wrote string 1, but I used the tab button to create a space here where you are seeing the red mark here.
Okay.
Yes, so when I put this string, it created an indentation, and when I ran the code, I got this error.
Okay.
So in other words, in Python programming, when you get any error, if you're a beginner, if you get any error, copy the name of that error, go to Stack Overflow, just go back to your Google, it will explain what that error is. But since I already know what the error is, you must not begin your line of code with, can you see what's there? What should I do with unexpected indents in Python? You can click on that. That's a very popular website for developers to get their code, how to fix codes, and all of those things. So go back to your code. You can go and read all of those things, but you can make sure that when you are starting your Python programming, you definitely do not put a space at the start of the program. Does that make sense? If not, you are going to get what type of error again?
Indentation error.
What type of error will you get? Indentation error. So have that at the back of your mind. So now we can correct the error. You can hit your delete key, backspace, to remove that red line. You have to start it with a code, not with a space. Spaces, capital letters, small letters, numbers, letters, alphabet, full stop, comma, every single thing is very important in Python programming. I hope that is clear. If you put a space where you are not supposed to put a space, you are going to get an error. Some of you here, when you are trying to log into your bank with the same password you used to open, they will tell you password does not exist. Or have you experienced something like that before?
Yes, it happens.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
It does happen.
The same bank
Yeah.
app you are using, one day you will just wake up, the thing don't, in head don't touch. All of a sudden, password does not exist, or insert your number, or you know, just trying to stress your life. The truth is that somewhere, someplace, some developer don't go press spoil. Or it could be that the database is having some issues, the service is, you know, fluctuating here and there. Everything that we're going to be doing on Python is what runs in most of these platforms. Your ATM machines, some of your AI that you are using today, the algorithms are being run on Python programming. So you need to be good to understand, look, I must not begin my code with a space. If I begin my code with a space, I am going to have what is called indentation error. Now, I want you to go have string number 2 equals to hi, put something, just put anything, put any sentence. Could be hello, it could be I love this, it could be I love something. But put it this time around in double quotes. So strings can either be in single quotes or in double quotes. But like Oba said, when you start with a single quote, make sure you end it with a single quote. When you start with a double quote, make sure you end it with a double quote. Never start with a single quote and end with a double quote. You are going to get error. Is that clear? Good. Now that we are done this, you can run the 2 codes. Let's see what the result will show.
Hello, sir. There is no bracket open and close in this ones we are doing now.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, wait. Don't run the code because we are not, if you run this code, we are not printing it. So we are going to print it. That is where the bracket open and close comes in. So we are going to say print string 1 and print string 2. Thank you for, it means that you are very, what is your name?
Solomon is a progress. Happy New Year, sir.
Ah, Solomon. Are you single or married?
Last year student, sir. I'm single.
Ah, I bet rush You say what?
I'm one of the Mubarak set last year.
Oh, okay. Oh, Mubarak, you don't print this way. Just don't print string 1, bracket close. Then the next page, print string 2. We are getting to where we are going to concatenate. We want to take it easy for those who are beginners. Abi, do we have people for advanced here? Because this one we are like wasting their time.
So please, before you proceed, please, I want to ask, is it still possible for us to use the print function and have the statement like print string 1 equal to hi Lillian? Is it still possible to have it that way?
That is what we are doing now, isn't it? So run the code. Wait. Before you run the code, let me explain something. When you say string 1 equals to hi Lillian, what are we saying? We are saying to this code called hi Lillian, attach the variable string 1.
Yes.
When we say string 2 equals to I am learning Python, what are we saying in computer language? We are saying to this code I am learning Python, attach the variable string 2.
So that I understand, but my question is, can we still have it at threads without declaring and also printing? Okay, can we just have it print string equal to hi Lillian? That's my question.
Yes. We are going to proceed. That is what is called string manipulation. But we are taking it one after the other. Let's proceed.
Okay.
So run the code. This is for those who are trying to see the difference between double quotes and single quotes. It's still the same thing. It's going to print string 1 and it's going to print string 2. Can you see that? Hi, Lillian. I am learning Python. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is called string manipulation.
Sir, please, I have a question. Oh.
Put a comment, Mubarak, put a space and a comment, and then put string manipulation. Ask your question, Edikan Okokun.
Okay, sir, please, from the output, I've not seen any difference between line 14 and line 15.
I'm going to explain why that is so. If I explain it now, I'll be covering another topic. Don't worry, okay. I'll explain.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I'm happy you have a sharp eyes. Like an eagle. Okay, so we want to manipulate. Now that we understand string, remember what I told you, guys. If you are a Python developer, it is easier for you to manipulate your code if you understand it. True or false? Okay. Nobody is answering. You see?
True, sir.
For example, Edikan, let me use you as an example. Can I use you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you single or married, Edikan?
Single, sir.
Edikan, talk through. Shebi, they say, women say that every man have a mumu button. Especially if you are in a relationship. Because I don't understand why a young man will be struggling in school. Your papa no get money, your mama no get money, but you get transport, they give babe for school. It is simply because, you know, when somebody is trying to print your string, the person understands how to manipulate you. They will just touch you small for neck. You say, oh, sweetheart, you know, even couples, they do this. Don't touch me. Baby, what is it now? You say, yesterday I was telling you, I wanted to go to my friend's birthday. Everybody's contributing money to get a show, okay? It's only me that is remaining. And you say, but you know, things are difficult. You know, I don't have money for this. You say, no problem. That no problem. She no will talk to you for the whole of the day. You go touch her and want to work where God send you. You know, she doesn't want you to touch her because.
David, are you married?
Myself?
Yes.
I read books for married people. Why are you asking that?
Because you are teaching a topic that except you are a very wayward bachelor. Okay.
But yeah, you know it's true. I mean, you would want, a lot of men just simply want to sleep at night. So what do? You say you didn't want to print string 1 and string 2. But because there's a lot of manipulation within the code, manipulation, by the way, guys, as a developer, I know when I use the word manipulation, it's not always abusive or negative and all of that. It means that you understand how these things work. In the process of love, you understand how this person loves you, so the person can go to an extent to send you to the best school, give you the best gift and all of that. So the person's strings have been manipulated in order to produce results A, results B, results C. So that's why I was saying you need to understand a thing. If you're in a relationship, you need to understand who is this person before you start making requests. I don't know that that little crazy classless person I was watching online saying, you know, I talk to you in the morning, in the evening, I'll start billing you. Anyway, we are Python class. Let's continue. So we want to start. I'm not talking about that type of manipulation. That one now witchcraft. So hit enter. Let's manipulate this string now. Because now we understand what single quotes mean, what double quotes mean, what errors that we are going to get when we put a indentation and all of that. The next thing we want to do is we want to write print. We want to modify our print. So we say print bracket open so I need you to put double quotes. So I'm going to say, Lillian said, then put semi-icon, what is it called? Dots. What is it called? Is it colon? Yeah, it's a colon.
Semicolon.
Not a semicolon. I want to put a colon. Dot, yes. So Lillian said, put double quotes again. Hello, David. Okay, just put hello. Lillian said, hello. Then close the quotes. Lillian said, hello. Then close the quotes and then type and left. Lillian said, hello, and left. Now, good. Something is missing. Who can tell us what is missing?
The double quotes are
The closing quote.
Exactly. Because there's no close of quotes, you can see that that close bracket is supposed to be white. If you look at all the correct quotes that we have had, they have always had white open bracket and close white open bracket. Should you see that your close bracket or open bracket is not white in color, then you know that there is an error that you need to correct. So what's the error? You put your double quote because we started the string, we want to print it. So now you see it has changed to white. Do you understand now? Hello, do you understand?
This is double quote in between the header. Double quote in between the header. The indication of the word. Is there not, it's not an error?
Run the code. Let's see. There's something I want to teach you guys, but I want us to learn in the process of making the mistakes. Run the code. Let's see. Good. What is it saying?
syntax error.
A syntax error. Why is it showing syntax error?
Said you forgot a comma.
And because
Okay.
there's a double quotes in
So
between.
double quote in between the header.
Exactly. So because what are we saying? We are confusing the Python programming software. Why would you have a string inside a string?
Okay.
Do you understand me?
I have a question.
Question, yes, go ahead.
They said you forgot a comma. I think where the colon is supposed to be the comma.
Where the colon is supposed to be a comma. Okay, that is not the problem.
Sir, is it that we are supposed to use a single quote inside the double quotes?
I think I myself, I don't know. What do you think?
So that's the reason I'm asking. The reason I'm here is to
Please
come
let
and
him
answer. I don't
explain
know.
now.
So the syntax error, as a developer to be, if you see any error, what did I recommend you do?
You copy it and send to Google and browse it.
Exactly. Simply copy it. Stackoverflow.com. That is the name of the website. It will give you the name of a thing. No, what the problem is. So it has already suggested perhaps you forgot a comma. But guess what? We did not forget a comma. We want to see that semicolon. We want to see that colon rather. Remember, you are the human being that is in charge of the Mubaraka. Tu parles en français?
Hello, yes?
Tu parles en français?
I don't speak French.
Oh.
It's a talking problem.
D'accord, désolé. Don't worry. I thought you did. When I see people complaining, oh, AI is going to take our job, AI is going to take our job, do you see that? We want to see that semicolon, that colon. But the AI is telling us that we perhaps have forgotten a comma. You cannot tell me what I don't know, right? What if you don't know that you are supposed to stick to a particular text? You go and follow AI and say, okay, oh, it's true, it's comma. Meanwhile, your client software, the product you are trying to build, there is not supposed to be a comma. Or because you follow AI, you don't know, you go and accept a comma, you put it there, and you lose your job. You say, "Now me teach you." No be thunder, so they fire you. So please, that is why it is important to understand the code before you manipulate it. Please, that is my principle. Understand the code to be able to manipulate it and build products and become excellent. Tomorrow, I would love to see somebody here would say, no, I'm going to build a product. This is where I started my journey. And you mentioned us in Dial Techies. I'll be so happy. Mubaraka, share your screen. Let's continue. I hope all of us are on the same page.
Sir.
Please share your screen. All right, we're proceeding. So we are going to correct this error. By the way, copy the error, go read on your own so you get to know indentation errors. Now you know about syntax error. We are progressing, isn't it? So how do we correct this? We need to do what is called print modifiers. All right? How do we correct it?
Take out the quotation marks from the hello.
Okay.
You can use a multi-line, that's triple quotation also, because these two double quotation will override each other, so they won't work.
Okay. Are you on your screen? Can you share your screen and show us?
Give me a minute, sir.
Okay. I have all the time.
Can I stop presenting?
Are you ready to present? What's her name?
Sir, no, sir.
What?
I'm coming.
Are you ready? I'm surprised nobody have been able to figure out the error. Remember, we are looking at string manipulation. For you to understand how single quotes and double quotes are used,
can you see it,
what
sir?
we are doing now?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. I want to
Is it? Leave Emeka alone if you are in this class.
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, is that what you meant?
Yes, I've tried running the code, sir.
Oh, okay. Perfect. But that's not what I want.
Okay.
I want it to be on the same line.
Oh.
I want it to be on the same line. Who can correct this error? I thought I was with gurus. Mubaraka, come back to us. Come back, share your screen. Who can correct this error?
What about if we remove the quotes on hello?
Share your
I'm having
screen.
problem seeing the screen, oh, David.
What?
I'm not seeing any screen. I'm just seeing.
Mubaraka is going to share his screen shortly. I need someone to correct that error.
Ibo
you're in class.
Okay.
What about if I remove these double quotes here?
Try it, let's see. Remember, if you remove the double quotes there, you have changed the syntax. We want to see hello appear with those quotes in our code. And we want to see every other thing appear with the quotes. So who can help us out?
Okay.
Can we add quotes to it?
Okay, Lilian said double quote. Oh, the double quote, Lilian, in the beginning said double quote at end, then the dot. You put the double quote again.
So we can make the hello single quote also.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
The space between the bracket and the quote.
The space between the bracket and the what?
And the first quote.
No, that is inconsequential.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, Alabi, I can hear you.
We can make the hello single quotes inside the double quotes.
The thing is, I want to see it in double quotes.
Oh, you want to see it in double quotes?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's the space between the colon.
Is that between the column and the H? The H?
Okay, let's correct this code so that we move on. Guys, look, when you use double quotes throughout a line of code, Excel will think that you are inserting a different type of string in another one, and it's going to give you that syntax error. There are two ways to manipulate this string. The first method is you begin your quote or you begin your code, Lilian, with a single quote and end it with a single quote, and then put your hello in double quotes. Now run the code. Hello should be in double quotes.
Come on, okay, fridge.
Victoria, waiting the inside fridge.
Sorry, please.
Can you see that? Can you see what I mean? Lillian said hello and left. Now that is the first method of manipulating the string. Now the second method, you are going to write the same, just copy the same code. This time around, you are going to put everything in double quotes. Copy it. You are going to put everything in double quotes. Are you enjoying this class? Is it too complicated? Is it too simple? Or should I make it more complex and difficult? I don't know. Is this helping? Guys, I need feedback. Is this helping? Are you
I
understanding?
always enjoy you, David, to be honest with you. Because I've done this course before.
Yeah.
And the way you make it so lively, the other class, it was so boring that many of us felt I was just one of the two that completed out of 18. Because it was not very interactive.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. I really appreciate. Because the truth is, when you see and hear that a lot of people in the tech space are getting this type of money, blah, 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 they are getting this type of money, it is because they understand the code and they can manipulate it. A company will come today and they say they need this type of this type of website. They will be this type of design. We want it in such a way that if somebody clicks my forehead, it will take them to my village and they will see the map of my village. Imagine someone describing that type of website for you. Just give me a website that if people click on my nose, it will take them to my parlor. If they click on my neck, it will take them to donate to my bank account. You know, they will give you all those type of descriptions. And you and I know that it's rare to see those type of websites where you click on different parts of the human body and they take you to different parts of the world. So how are you going to do? As a Python developer, you have to sit down and you know what? You say, okay, I have the picture of this person. How can I manipulate what I know to be the code that will bring this picture to be in this space? How can I manipulate the code in such a way that when you click here, it's going to take you there. And when you click there, it's going to take you this way and all of that and all of that. So that is what I am very much focused in when I teach Python programming. Caleb, Eli, you say you are not understanding it. What's the question? Please unmute and ask your question so that we talk about the second one. Caleb?
Please, I have a question.
Is that Caleb?
No, it's not Caleb.
Oluwatosin, oh yeah.
Okay, so when we run the code, the outcome, hello comes in a double quote.
Sorry, can you ask that question again?
Okay, so I said the code we just ran now. Lillian said hello and left. Hello, the outcome, the hello has a double quote.
Hello has a what?
A double quote.
What's your question?
Okay. I'm asking if it is okay.
Yes, it is okay. As long as you know how to run the code and it's a success. Now we tried to run the first one. It wasn't a success. It gave us what is called a syntax error. And I recommend to say, when you get any error, don't just ignore it and feel, okay, it's not important. So what the heck is syntax error? Copy it, paste it on your Google, read about syntax errors and have a proper understanding. And I say, look, the reason why that syntax error appeared in the first place is because Python cannot afford to have a string with double quotes inside another string with a double quote. So what are we going to manipulate it? Remember, we are talking about string manipulation. How are we going to manipulate it? We manipulate it by saying, you know what? I still need this double quote to be on my hello, but because strings has to do with either a single quote or a double quote, I am now going to choose a single quote for the first line of code and end it with a single quote so that my hello can remain as a double quote. That is the only way we're able to run the code and then it worked. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. So now I'm going to show you the second method of manipulating this text. Remember, we have copied everything. We have Lillian. Wait a minute. We have Lillian said hello and left. Now, what is the second method? All you need to do is to put a backslash before the first hello and a backslash after the O in the hello. So simply put that. A backslash before the quotes, before the first double quotes. No, yes, before the first double quotes. Good. before the first double quote for LO. Good, that is a backslash. Now you are going to put that same backslash after the O in LO before the last double quote. I hope all of you are seeing what is happening. You can zoom in with your phone or with your laptop so that you see. This is how it now run the code. Can you see? It worked almost like the first one. Guys, are we together?
Yes.
Yes. And we put a slash after the first double quote before the H.
After the first double. Okay, let's see now. Me, I love experimenting. Maybe it will work. Put it, let's see. Oh, did it work?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Okay.
You know, Python programming is like God. You are either in hell or you are in heaven. It is either the slash is in the right place or it is not. If it's not in the right place, error. If it's in the right place, the code will run. That is why some people who love Python programming, if they are single for a long time, don't blame them. Because some of them are looking for perfection. It's not happening. So that's the second method of manipulation of the data. Please, questions, because we are moving on. No question? All right, let's move on. Hit enter. I have like 10 minutes left. Hit enter. Hit enter again. I need to see a space. Good. Now, another way is print. Let's say we're still using Lillian. So print Lillian loves me. I know that's not the case. Lillian doesn't love me. Oh.
Loves what?
Lillian loves me. Good. Now, I'm going to put a slash after after Lillian loves me, put a slash. Before the quotes, before the end quote. Good. Lillian loves me. So the response will now be what? I love her too. Now that is, you put the slash, then put N. Small letter N. After the slash, put small letter N. And then put a space and say, I love her too. Now, this syntax, run the code, let's see. Good. Can you see what is happening there? Who can tell me the difference?
Yes, there is a space.
New line.
There is a space.
Exactly.
Oh, I love art.
So you see, normally before before you see I love her too, we were supposed to print I love her too for that second line. But instead of printing I love her too, we decided to put the two of them together and put print I love her too. We put that N and put a slash. Now let me give you another example. I want you to print hello world 3 times using this code. Put it in the comment section. Using this formula, how can you print hello world 3 times without printing it? Line 1, line 2, line 3. I want to see your comments in the comment section. The other time it was fridge. Now it is akara. Victoria, are you okay?
Let her off her mic now. Instead of disturbing the chat.
Run the code.
I can't see the screen again, oh please.
Is that the same for everybody?
No, sir.
Good. So, Gloria, you can leave and come back in. Can you see what just happened?
Sir.
Yes.
So instead of inserting print hello world, you hit enter, you write again, print hello world, you hit enter, print. You can put everything you want to say. If you want 4 lines of code, you can do your slash, put your N, put your another code, and so on and so forth. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Now the last task for today. You are going to write a comment. We are going to learn how to concatenate. Who remembers the meaning of concatenate in Microsoft Excel?
It is used to add two or more together. Some more words together.
It's used to what? Please, I didn't get that.
It's used to join to words together.
Okay, concatenation is like your addition in mathematics. So we want to concatenate something. So Mubaraka, using your knowledge of Microsoft Excel, I want you to concatenate hello Lillian. Oh, it did not even show you expo. Ah. Anyway, tomorrow, I don't know, maybe next week, we are going to, tomorrow, yeah, we are going to use Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is another platform. So run the code.
Now let's continue with this one.
Now lie. If people like Expo too much.
I think you should give it a space, like, yes.
You see why it's easy to appreciate, it's easy to run a code on Python. You know a lot of things if you if you have a knowledge on Microsoft Excel. Don't worry, we are going to be having a free Excel class this month. By the way, happy new month, everyone. Inebas Yokori asks, what does this N mean? My dear, I've not even asked that question myself. I just wake up and I started using it.
Sir, our next class is about to start.
Who knows what it means?
New line.
Next line.
Next line or whatever. So who understands what we just did now? How to concatenate in Python? Do you all understand? So we are simply adding two things together. And how we adding the two things together? We use the plus sign. We already know why hello is in double quotes. We put a plus. Do we know why there's a space? We put a space in double quotes because we understand, using our knowledge of Excel, for instance, and programming languages generally, every single thing like a space, a comma, a full stop, a semicolon, a colon, all of those things are called what? Characters. They are valid. Have you ever used Microsoft Excel? And if you hit space 2 times, what do you see would be underlined? You see one red underline, Abby? In Microsoft Word. Are we following?
Yes.
When you type in Microsoft Word, and you hit space, your space bar on your keyboard, you hit it more than 2 times. Microsoft is going to automatically underline that very place for you. True or false?
True.
Showing you that, Oga, you have inserted too many spaces. But in Python, you are going to see that underline and you have to correct it because you can only put space and once. You can't put space too many times. If not, you are going to have a indentation error or another type of error. Do you understand me?
It's clear, sir.
Please, is there anybody that is confused? You have a question you want to ask about concatenation or anything that we have treated so far? God's time, what's your question?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Ask your question, please. All right. Kabiru, what's your question?
Hello, sir. Please, I noticed something on my own system here. I don't know, maybe it's the version that I'm using. So I follow all the instructions, all the commands as stated by you, sir. But mine was giving me
share your screen. Share your screen.
Syntax error. I'm using system, but I'm connected with phone.
Oh. So it's showing you syntax error. That means that there is something that you are missing. I need you to take your time, look at every single line of code. When you see people sitting down to look at their computers, especially if they are developers, it's not because we love it, right? It's because we are trying to
sir,
where the error is. Yeah.
Actually, I started noticing it when you said we should go to user setting. So I need my own user setting option is under all tools. Instead of the option to be there directly, I need to check all tools.
Okay, that is where we saw our school.
That's when we enlarge the font, sir.
Uh-huh.
The so font size. That
yeah, go ahead.
Yes. I noticed that the one you shared, the screen you shared, the user setting is there just like that within 4 options or 5 options. But I need to go to all tools before I could locate that user. So it's like from the dashboard or what will I call it? There is difference of these things. So I don't know, maybe it's the model I'm using or the version of the thing. Just like this, let me use the example of Microsoft, where you want to get a tool in Office 03 or 07. Sometimes before you locate it, it will be different from the other version.
Well, I don't know how best to help you if I can't see your error, as it seems to me that it's also difficult for me to have a better clarity as to what exactly is the issue. Fonts and all the settings, those ones have nothing to do with your code. If it is showing an indentation or a syntax error, it is a code problem and not a setting or user settings problem. So you have to, like I said, spend time to look at each line of your code. You would have put a full stop where you are not supposed to put, a double quote or a single quote where you are not supposed to put. You could have misplaced the slash sign, put it in front instead of at the back. So you need to just figure out. Mubarak, share your screen again. Let's proceed so we end the class.
Okay,
you need to spend time to look at every single line to find out what the indentation is all about. And by the way, guys, if you want to test the veracity of your code, you can go to a website called, are we together?
We are with you, sir.
You can go to a website called auditorium.ai to test your code. I'm going to type it in the comments so that if you are having any challenge about your code, you can just go ahead and use auditorium.ai and it's going to tell you exactly what the issue is. So I've dropped it in the comment section. So we are done with concatenation. Can we have more examples, or you all understand what concatenation is all about?
Mr. David.
Do you all understand, or?
Mr. David.
Yes.
I have a comment. I would wish to leave since I have another conflicting class at the moment.
Oh, okay. That's true.
But my other question is, how do I save the work that I've done today so that I don't lose it?
How do you save your work? It's automatically saved to
Yes.
your replit. So anytime you log in, you will definitely see it.
So I can just close it like so long as I press the close button. Still, when I come back, I'll find it.
So when you go up, you would see. Let me see. You will see files. Hover your mouse on that place. You will see files. Yeah. Go down. No. Go down where you have files. So you see that icon, the one after files. Over your mouse, or yes, you see, it's showing that it's saved. So, so I think we need to end the class here so that those who have the next course with the health tech is in another place will go. Do you want us to continue?
I can stop sharing in case there are other members. Maybe they continue sharing their screens. Thank you.
So should we stop here? We'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
All right. Please, I beg you, be on time tomorrow. Exactly 6 p.m. WAT. I'm going to start. So that I will be able to end on time as well. Did you guys learn anything today at all?
Yes, sir.
Anything?
Yes, so much.
All right. So if you haven't gotten what we've done today, we've been able to look at the data types. We've looked at strings. We've looked at boolean. We've given a list of data types today. We've also looked at how to search for the different types of errors in Python. And you can go to a website called Stack Overflow, search for the type of error. Somebody somewhere have also described what that error is all about. And then we went into string manipulation. And I tell you guys, you cannot manipulate a code if you don't understand it. So we know how strings work, but what if you want to manipulate it? How do you go about it? So we've manipulated it a couple of ways, and we've learned how to debug. by also looking at the print function. For instance, you cannot start a code with a space. You have to debug it. Debugging simply means correcting your mistakes. When you hear, I want to debug my code, there are certain codes you need to fix the mistakes and the errors. All right. And then we move over to look at concatenation. Tomorrow, we are going to be building our first project in Python, and we will be looking at the input function, for instance. Hopefully next week, where we'll end our section for those of you that joined the free class. Those who paid to be here, we are still going to continue the course beyond next week. If there's any of you that is interested in learning up to 5 weeks, please let us know and we'll get you to join the paid session. But so far, see you tomorrow, same time, and thanks for hopping on the call. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you.